What's up, guys? Scotty Martin here again. If you're watching this video, you're probably watching it in replay or you're watching it live. What is up, guys? What is up? Hey, still chilling here in Clewiston. Did a little saltwater fishing today over at the coast. Caught some big tarpon today, which was awesome. Did a little saltwater fishing. I always love to do that. But I wanted to jump on with you guys tonight, answer a few questions from our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and our YouTube page, where I posted our last vlog and had some questions on there from you guys. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time answering a few questions from our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel and see what's going on. Then we'll also take some questions from you guys. What is going on? This is my first live video. What's up, man? What's up? Welcome to Periscope. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Facebook, that means you're watching it in replay. That means download the app, Periscope. It's very simple. It's free. And join on the Scot Martin Challenge. Follow us. It's a lot of fun. And we're having a ball with it. We're doing saltwater stuff. We're doing hunting stuff. We're doing drones in the air. Who saw the drone stuff, huh? How about that? I'm going to do drone on Lake Okeechobee. We're going to see if we can catch a bass with the drone on, filming us on Lake Okeechobee. That's going to be awesome. So I tell you what, I appreciate it, guys. Team Heart Patrol in the house. Check out the shirts, guys. I sent out about 4 or 5 of them. The simple challenge was this last vlog is that anyone that tapped away over 20,000 hearts on this video, okay, and screenshotted me a picture of their phone with the 20,000 plus 20,000 hearts on there, got a shirt. And I sent those out. You guys that did it, awesome job. I really didn't think it could happen. I thought we had really kind of raised the bar a little too high with 20,000. So what's up from Tennessee? So if you're thinking about getting a shirt, Team Heart Patrol, Team Scot Martin Challenge, boom, 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 boom. All right. You never got a response. I'll have to check that. Did you send it to Instagram or Facebook? What did you send it to? Well, we'll find out. I'll check Instagram. I'll check Facebook. Okay, I'll check Facebook and see. And if I didn't respond to you, I'll find the message on there. So I appreciate you guys. Keep the hearts flowing. All right, so let's jump right into it. Again, on Facebook, I'm sitting here at my house, and I've got my computer right here, and want to jump into a few questions that you guys had basically asked. One of the questions from Chandler Shoe 11. Chandler Shoe 11 asked a great question. His question is, and he did this on Instagram, on our Instagram page, Scot Martin Challenge. He said, how do you rig swim baits where they don't fall off? Okay? How do you rig swim baits when they don't fall off? Very good question. Because, you know, I use all kind of swim baits. I use the Tight Lines UV swim baits. I use Bruiser swim baits here on Lake Okeechobee. I use Bass Trick swim baits when I'm out in deep clear water like at Lake Washita. And when you cast those things real hard, a lot of times they want to slide down on the hook. So let me show you my swim baits here. Back of my truck here, I've got my little swim bait box. All right, there's my swim bait box. Let's open this up. Let me show you a little deal. All right, what I like to use for my Bass Trick style swim baits is this type of head here. Yep, that type of head with super glue. This is a revenge head, okay? I wish it had a Trocar hook, but it doesn't. It would be better with a Trocar, but that's a revenge head. And what's neat about the revenge head is it has a nice little hooks right here that hook onto that Bass Trick swim bait. So let me show you how we're going to, and super glue, just like you said, guys, and super glue. All right, so here's what I do when I'm going on a swim bait fishing trip. All right, I pre-rig them. Here's some right here. Revenge are awesome. I rig them up, pre-rig them, super glue them, and they're already rigged up. These are the half-ounce heads on a Bass Tricks. Okay, check it out. All right. So that is pretty good right there. Let me get in a little closer. Somebody said they can't see me. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. I can see myself real good. All right, can you see that real good, guys? Keep the hearts flowing. Team Heart Patrol. All right, so that's my swim bait, and that's that revenge head. All right, you got it now. So what there is there's some weird sunlight coming through here in my carport, and but I super glue that on. I put that revenge head on there, and I go ahead and put them back in the pack. So that way, when it's game day, guys, all I have to do is grab one out of the pack if I break one off, or if one starts to slide down. After a while, after you catch a few fish, they're going to start to slide down. So that's what I do with my swim baits. Now, if I'm using a weedless swim bait, like a Bruiser or a Tight Lines UV swim bait, like a solid type swim bait, or even a skinny dipper, I'm going to use the Trocar Weedless Swimbait hook that has the nice screw lock in the tip of it. Okay, it has a weight on the belly of the hook, has a screw lock, and that's going to hold it up there as well. So you don't need super glue on those. So open water, okay, I use the Revenge heads anywhere from a 1/4 ounce up to a 1 ounce. Super glue and pre-rig them. That's how I get it done, guys. All right, let's jump over here to another question. Let's jump over to my Facebook page. All right, here's a question from David Brokenshire. David Brokenshire on our Facebook page, he posted this question on our last vlog. He basically asked, what is the preferred rod use? Light action, medium, or heavy action when you're not in heavy cover? Okay, that's actually a good question. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the question should be this. What action rod do you use when you're using a certain pound test line? If you're using 6, 8, 10, and 12 pound line in open water, you're going to want to use a medium heavy to a medium. If you're using 15 and 20 pound, say like P-line fluorocarbon, okay, I love the P-line by the way. If I'm using 15, 17, or 20 pound P-line, even if I'm on open water, I need a stiffer rod. So I'm going to throw like the TCS, my TCS 7-foot Akuma, heavy action. Or I'll even go up to an extra heavy, depending on the situation. So it's not necessarily the cover that basically takes the precedence over the action of the rod. It's your line. If you're fishing with heavier line, use a little heavier action. If you're using a lighter line, use a little bit lighter action. Now, obviously, in open water, you can get away with the lighter action rod. So that's a great question, but I wanted to clarify that because that's a mistake a lot of people make. All right, guys, let's jump into another one here. All right. If you guys are you on YouTube? We just hit 32,000 on our YouTube channel, and subscribe to that. We're having lots of fun with it. We're doing all kind of cool things, from catching 10-pound bass to SMC episodes to goofing around and even catching 1,000-pound bluefin tuna. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, jump on the channel. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to post these vlogs on our YouTube channel as well. So let's jump over here. All right. Here's a great question from our Facebook page from Shane Kessick. Shane Kessick, are you there? Hopefully you're there. But jump in and answer this question for you. Your question is, what is your favorite technique for fishing canals in extreme heat or high water or high temperatures in the summer? Which baits do you have the most success with? Okay, so what baits do you use in the summertime in high water or high temperatures in canals or small rivers? Very simple. I love small little baits like this. This is a Zoom fluke. How many of you guys have used Zoom flukes? Okay, I've caught a ton of fish on a Zoom fluke. Basically just rig it up kind of like a Cinco. I'm going to put that on a Trocar, on a TK, not a 130, that's my favorite flipping hook, but you're going to put this bait on an offset, a Trocar offset hook. And that's what I like. Basically no weight, and if you do any weight at all, put like a 1/32 on there, something very, very light, and basically let that sink down, pull it off the bank, off the grass line, let it flutter down through the water column. That's a great bait. Another great bait, works good in the canal systems and little small rivers, is the Tight Lines UV, and I don't know what you call this thing, it's brand new, but little tiny creature baits like this. This is the Tight Lines UV little brush hog. Check it out, guys. It actually has skirt material built in, extra tentacles built into the side of this bait. Tight Lines UV is doing that. Very, very awesome stuff. And this is a really good bait because it's small and skinny, but yet has a lot of action with this ribbon tail. And you can throw it up to the edge of the bank, swim it out, fish it on the bottom like a crayfish, pull it over logs. It's very weedless. And again, I'm going to rig this up on like a 1/4 ounce weight, or maybe even a 3/16 ounce weight with a Trocar hook. That's a great bait. These small little thin creature baits is awesome. It's a very, very awesome little deal for catching fish in small little rivers or canals. And again, that's from Tight Lines UV. And speaking of Tight Lines UV, guys, I got to show you this for all you guys that didn't see it. Okay, here at Lake Okeechobee, what do I do when you see me on my videos with Jacob Wheeler flipping or Randall Tharp flipping? We are what? We are punching the mats. That's what I'm talking about. Akuma 7'11", extra heavies, Got my P-line 65-pound X-braid. We're punching mats, baby. TK, oh, look at this. Speaking of the TK130, TK135, bam! Check that out. That's what I'm talking about. TK135, that's the extra strong flipping hook from Trocar. It's a heavy-duty flipping hook, and that is the one right there. But I'm rigging it up, okay, on my brand new bait, which is so awesome. The Tightline UV Punch, guys. That's what I'm talking about. It has the skirt material, again, built in to the beaver style bait. Okay, beavers work wonderful here on Lake Okeechobee, and so does a punch skirt. Rigging that up with like 1.5 ounces tungsten, again on a big 7'11", Akuma extra heavy, big P-line, and boy, you're going to see some shows this year where I'm jacking donkeys with this thing. It is awesome. It's all ready to go. The Matt Daddy rod is going to be going, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Keep the hearts coming. All right, so let's jump over here. Okay, another comment from our Facebook page, Jace Gephardt. Jace Gephardt. I don't know if you're on there, Jace, but you've got a great question. You know, look, I'm blessed to have a beautiful boat right here behind me. I've got my Ranger Z520. You know, I've got the latest and greatest stuff. But there's a lot of you guys that are on this channel right now that don't have a boat. I get that. And that's how I started, too. I didn't always have a boat. I mean, my dad's always had a boat, but there was years and years that I just walked the banks, fishing off the banks, walking down the canals, and that was the deal. So what I'm going to give you is a good tip on bank fishing, okay? The next time you're just walking down around the edge of a pond, next time you're walking down the edge of a river, what do? You know, what do you fish with? Okay, number one, you want to fish with something that's weedless. And you're going to, like, so I'm going to always have, say, a 10-inch worm rigged up on a little bit heavier weight, maybe a 1/4 ounce or even a 5/16 ounce weight, that I can throw it far out in the lake or far out in the river and find the subtle details along the bottom. So if I see a shadow, I watch my line as my bait hits the water and it sinks and sinks and sinks. And if it doesn't sink very far, that tells me that it's shallow out there. Or as I'm dragging that worm back across the bottom, you know, I'll feel certain things out there away from the shoreline, and that's going to give me a great idea of what's going on out there in the open water. Z520 or Z521, I'm loving the Z520 this year. And the Z521s last year, Z520 this year. So I'm loving it, okay? So make some long casts and find some subtle details out in the open water away from the bank. The second thing is fish with a topwater frog, okay? You know, like a river to sea frog, little hollow belly frog. Rig that up on another rod with braided line and cast parallel to the shoreline and work that frog along the overlying bushes, any grass, any bank grass, any shallow cover that you see, and basically work that along. So that's a great 1-2 punch for just walking the banks. A 10-inch worm that allows you to find things out in the middle, find sweet spots out there, and a frog of some sort or topwater, weedless, that you can go down the bank and make accurate casts way up underneath things, and you don't have to worry about getting hung up. What's up, California? I see it on there. I'm having a little bit of a hard time seeing the comments from this far away. Leaning over my deck system here. Speaking of this, how many of you guys have seen me pimping the deck system this year? Stetson Blaylock's got a deck system. There's a bunch of guys on the Elite Series that are running the deck system. This thing is sweet. I'm going to disconnect the phone here and show you what is up with my deck system, guys. What is up? The beaver bait is called, I'll tell you what the beaver bait's called. It's from Tightline UV. I'm going to show you what it's called. Somebody wants to know what it's called. Here we go. Here we go. There it is right there, boys. The Punch. That's right. The Punch. That's what that bait's called. Check it out. That's the name of it, okay? The deck systems are nice. It'll fit in any truck, regular bed. I don't think they do any real long beds, but they do regular beds and short beds. Chevy, Toyotas, Fords, whatever. And it's awesome. I can keep all my stuff in here. My truck is not real packed up right now. The tour season's over. It's a little bit of a mess. But I'll tell you what I like is that I can actually, when I'm out here working on things, I can open up these drawers and I can get to my extra tackle boxes here. Okay, check this out. Keep all my, that's a neat tackle box right there. Let's see if I can find that old one. All right, there's extra skirts. So I keep all my, there's extra chatterbaits. There's some old, man, that's a bunch of old rusted up stuff. Look at all the Trocars, dude. Check it out. That's where my stash of Trocars hide right there. Weedless Wacky. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I tell you, tackle box tip, and this, I don't have a sponsor with a tackle box, And I have a bunch of different kinds here. That's a Flambeau there. I've got a Plano. I've got a Bass Pro Shops tackle box. I like the Flambeaus the best, to be honest with you. And the Flambeaus are nice because they have those little blue chips, the little Z-Rust deals, and they work great. So I'm able to take those little chips, okay? Here's some right here. Here's what I use it for. Real expensive jerk baits, right? The Mega Bass jerk baits. They're like 20 bucks a piece, 25 bucks a piece, okay? Check it out. See, there's my Mega Bass right there. Very nice collection. That's just one box of my Mega Bass. Still have some in the box. But with this Z-Rust Flambeau, okay, it has the little blue chips. These are rust preventers, okay? They're rust inhibitors. Things won't rust in this tackle box because these little blue chips have stuff on them, okay? So I'm able to put my real expensive tackle in these boxes, and all those little extra chips, I just lay them around in there, okay? And look how these baits, none of them are rusted, and that is very, very important. So if you want to protect your investment, check out the Flambeau. That's one there. Flambeau Z-Rust, okay? Check them out. Okay, the Hydro-Wave, does it really work? Absolutely, it really works. So I appreciate that very much. But the deck system is nice. Basically, I've got my ARE cap here. It has the nice lights inside, lights everything up. And this has been my my little Trocar battle wagon all season long. And it's been a lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, you're watching this on Instagram, you're watching a replay, subscribe to Periscope, join me, get on board, keep the hearts coming, and we love you guys so much. We just want to grow this thing really, really big. So share this. Do me a favor. You've got a bunch of friends on Facebook. You've got a bunch of friends on Instagram. Share the Periscope word with those guys and tell them to get on the Scot Martin Challenge. Follow us. Let us know. We'll be answering questions and helping you catch more fish along the way. And yes, it is weatherproof. The deck system is weatherproof. It is very nice. Under like $1,000 for your truck. Check them out online, and if you do buy one, do me a favor. Tell them you saw them on Scot Martin Challenge on the Periscope. This thing is awesome. Matter of fact, I've had this one here. I'm sponsored by Deck. I've had this deck system in my truck, I think 3 years. Okay, this is like a prototype, believe it or not. This isn't even, the production ones are like really nice, and this is just a prototype when they're like, I'll get you a new one here soon. And I haven't had any trouble with it at all. And these big giant drawers pull out, put all your stuff in there, okay? Very, very, very nice. And that is a really cool system. So again, guys, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for posting questions. We'll post this on Facebook soon. We'll post it on YouTube. And we will ask some more questions. And we'll be doing a vlog again very soon. So appreciate it. See you guys. Next scope, a few days from now. Share it. Thank you. See you guys.